What happened when airport security accused me of smuggling things that made TSA agents laugh for 10 minutes? The TSA agent slammed my carry-on bag onto the metal table. Her badge read, Murphy. I was in a windowless screening room, 3 agents surrounding me, and my hand wouldn't stop shaking. Murphy's arms were crossed. The tall agent by the door looked like he was blocking an escape route. The supervisor sat across from me with the most serious expression I'd ever seen. My throat was dry as Murphy leaned forward. The K9 unit had alerted on my bag. Their drug detection dog had spent 30 seconds focused on my carry-on specifically. Murphy's voice was sharp when she asked where I was headed. Hawaii, for my wedding in 2 days. Hawaii, Murphy repeated, exchanging a look with the supervisor. Popular trafficking route. I'm not trafficking anything. The tall agent stepped closer. Airport police were already on their way. Federal charges, 5 to 10 years minimum. My heart was pounding. Federal prison. Not only would I miss my wedding, but I would be rotting in prison. I begged them to search the bag, told them there was nothing illegal. Murphy pulled on latex gloves and told me that when they found what they were looking for, I'd wish I'd been honest. She unzipped my bag and started pulling everything out. Let me back up. That morning, I'd woken at 4 a.m. to catch my flight, exhausted and nervous. My carry-on had my suit, my vows, and the one thing that mattered most, my grandmother's ashes. Grandma Betty had passed 3 months ago. She'd raised me after my parents died when I was 8, and before she died, she'd made me promise to scatter her ashes at Lanikai Beach in Hawaii, her favorite place on earth. So I'd planned my wedding there. The urn was small, brass, with Eddie Morrison 1940 to 2025 engraved on it, packed with all the paperwork, death certificate, cremation certificate, TSA approval forms. But there was one more thing. Grandma's favorite bacon-flavored butter cookies from a tiny bakery in our hometown. Every Sunday for 20 years, I'd bring her a bag. When she got sick, those cookies always made her smile. When she died, the bakery owner gave me 5 bags. I'd packed one to scatter with her ashes. A final gift. Sitting in this room with 3 agents staring at me like a criminal, I finally understood. The drug dog hadn't alerted on drugs. It alerted on bacon cookies. Murphy opened my bag slowly, pulling out my suit, my shoes, my toiletries, while the tall agent photographed everything. Then her hand stopped on something wrapped in bubble wrap. The urn. What's this? She demanded. That's my grandmother. Her ashes. I'm scattering them in Hawaii. I have all the paperwork. The supervisor read the papers quickly. This checks out. But the dog didn't alert on ashes. Keep searching. Murphy reached back in. Her hand emerged with a Ziploc bag filled with cookies. She held it up. What is this? Cookies. Bacon cookies. My grandma loved them. I was going to scatter them with her ashes. You're traveling internationally with unmarked food in a plastic bag? The tall agent said. Smugglers use this method. They're just cookies. That's the problem, Murphy snapped. You didn't think, and now we have to assume the worst. Murphy snapped on fresh gloves. The supervisor opened the testing kit and set it on the table. The tall agent moved closer to watch. My wedding was in 2 days. Darla was waiting. Our families had flown across the country. Everything I'd planned was about to be destroyed by a bag of my dead grandmother's favorite cookies. This was it. If those cookies tested positive, my life was over. Murphy opened the Ziploc bag. The moment it unsealed, a smell filled the room. Bacon, strong and unmistakable. She paused. The supervisor leaned in. Murphy took out one cookie and broke it in half. Crumbs fell onto the testing paper. She picked up the testing strip. My heart was hammering. She touched the strip to the cookie. We all watched. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. The strip stayed white. No drugs. Murphy tested another cookie. Same result. The tall agent picked up a piece and smelled it. His eyebrows shot up. He looked at Murphy. She smelled it too. Her expression shifted from suspicion to confusion to realization. The dog alerted on the bacon. Silence. Then the supervisor laughed. A short burst he tried to contain but couldn't. His shoulders shook. Murphy stared at the cookies in her hand, and her stern expression cracked completely. A smile, then a laugh. The tall agent was grinning, shaking his head. We thought you were a drug smuggler, the supervisor said, barely able to speak through his laughter. Murphy wiped her eyes. A trained narcotics dog. Forgot everything for bacon cookies. The tension evaporated. The tall agent was leaning against the wall, laughing. Your grandmother's cookies almost got you federal charges. Relief hit me so hard I thought I might pass out. So I'm not going to prison? No, Murphy said, still laughing. You're fine. The dog just loves bacon more than his job. The supervisor radioed to cancel the police. False alarm. Suspect is clear. He looked at me, smiling now. I'm really sorry. Your grandmother sounds like she was something special. They helped me repack everything. Murphy wrapped the urn in extra bubble wrap herself, and the supervisor personally walked me through security to my gate, where I made my flight with 8 minutes to spare. 2 days later, I scattered grandma's ashes at sunset on Lanikai Beach, bacon cookies and all.